Hello and welcome to the Temple of Enlightenment International Spiritual Center. My name is Issacharbey. I am the founder and the senior director. I want to thank all of you for tuning in to our channel. If this is your first time listening in, please hit the like button, share this, hit the share button, and also subscribe if you have not done so. We are here every Sunday, same place, same time. I want to thank all of you who are consistently continuing to be a part of our community by coming every Sunday, gracing us with your presence. It is our intention that you guys walk away different than how you first came to listen to this channel. It is our intention that something we have said on this channel, something that will be said today, will begin to change the trajectory of your life. That would allow you to step into 2025 with a new mindset, with a new will, a new desire, with a new strategy to say, I'm going to be a better person. My life is going to be better. My circumstances and my situations are going to be much better because I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to make the necessary changes that I need to make in order to get the results that I require or that I demand. And so we are forever grateful for all of you, for your consistency, for your participation, for you showing up and being a part of our community. I want to thank all of you. We're days away, weeks away from 2025. And as we get closer, I'm just so elated and so excited for what's coming. I believe that there's no accidents in life. I believe that everything that happens for a reason. And a lot of times when situations happen like what we're going to talk about today, we need to learn how to embrace these situations, these circumstances that come into our lives, these unplanned situations. And so I want to thank all of you for your donations, those of you that have been sending your donations and definitely sending me emails and sending us ways of how you can participate and be a part of this great teaching. I'm forever grateful. I just want everybody, if you can, to just go ahead and hit the like button. When you hit the like button, what it does is it raises the algorithms. It allows us to be more visible. It allows more people to see us and be and have access to this knowledge and this wisdom, just like you. And so we are forever grateful. Let's go right in. I want us to get into a quiet place where we can go ahead and get in a quiet place. I also want to reiterate that I still have my special going. It was supposed to be closed on Monday, but Spirit has told me to keep it open. If anybody would like a consultation where we can sit down and work together to come up with some kind of a strategy or plan or direction for you to move and operate in 2025, the consultation is still at the Black Friday special that we had, which was $50. I think that's the lowest I've ever had a consultation. So like I said, if that's you and you want to schedule that, go ahead and just click the link at the bottom. You see where it says consultation 2025, and you can go ahead and book that. And I'll just also put this out also. As we move into 2025, I've been very adamant about how I want everybody who's in our community, in our association, to have great credit. And if there's anything wrong with your credit, if there's any issues you have, medical bills, lateness, charge-offs, repossessions, bankruptcies, whatever you have, click on the link, Credit Cure, and let's schedule a consultation, and let's get you straight. Let's get you together so that we can go ahead and move in greatness and move in our great consciousness so that we can achieve and go to the highest level that we all can be the best versions of ourselves. And so I'm excited about it. Thank you, all of you, for your consistency every Sunday. Those of you that are still helping us out by sharing this to your friends and getting more people to come in and listen in, we are forever grateful. I would like that if you guys could go ahead and get in a quiet place. Quiet your thoughts, quiet your mind, quiet your body, quiet the noise that flows in your thoughts, quiet the noise that flows through you, and just sit in a quiet, still place just for the few minutes remaining before us. And as you close your eyes, I want you to listen to me as we go into this spiritual mind treatment to lock in and become centered in oneness. I recognize and affirm that there is one infinite presence, one divine intelligence that is the source of all creation. This presence is perfect, whole, and complete, expressing itself as beauty, wisdom, and purpose in every moment of life. It is the creative force that transforms all things, shaping challenges into triumphs and obstacles into stepping stones. This divine intelligence is active in me and as me, guiding me to create a masterpiece of my life. In this moment, I declare that I am engaged in the great edit of life. I recognize that every challenge I face is an opportunity to refine, reshape, and elevate my experience. I trust the infinite wisdom within me to guide the process, helping me to release what no longer serves and embrace the gift within every circumstance. I know that the same power that creates galaxies is at work in my life, editing the perfect precision and divine purpose. I give thanks for the power of this realization, for the knowledge that I am the co-creator of my life's masterpiece. I am grateful for the divine presence that edits my life with grace, wisdom, and love. I release this word into the perfect law, knowing that it is already done. And so it is. I want to thank all of you for tuning in today. Today, we're going to continue our series. If this is your first time listening, you can always go back and listen to the beginning. We're in our series, which is entitled The Great Rewrite, How to Change Your Life's Script. And this has been a phenomenal journey. We've all learned a lot. We've been going every week. We've been going higher into a deeper depth, and we've been really getting great feedback of people's lives who have been changed by these teachings. Today, I want to talk about the great edit, turning life's challenges into masterpieces. See, listen, if we're going to rewrite our life story, because we are the producer, we are the author, we are the director, and we are the actors of our own lives, we have to understand that in our planning and in our rewriting and in our rescripting and the many different roles that we play in this movie we call life, there's going to be some situations and circumstances that will happen outside of our strategies, outside of our plans, our goals, outside of everything that we have put in precision, that we have strategized. There will be things that will happen outside of our control. And so today, I want to talk about, what do you do when things happen that wasn't in the script? When there's things that happen in life that wasn't planned for, that weren't put in to the plan, the scheme, the strategy. And so I want to talk about that. You know, as co-creators, or should I say editors of the divine manuscript that is our life, the challenges that you face are not accidents. They are encoded messages from the universe, sacred initiations designed to awaken the mystic within you. Yeah, we may have to go a little deep today. When we talk about transformation, we have to talk about how to take chaos and allow it to become clarity. How to allow pain to become power. The universe is the ultimate scriptwriter, the great architect of all possibilities. But the final masterpiece, that's in your hands. We will learn today how to become the editor of our divine destiny. One of the things that I want to say here is that when you begin to understand the power that you hold, we just taught a lesson on the power of the pen. If this is your first time listening, you may want to go back and listen to that one as well. We talk about how powerful the pen is and the mysteries of the pen. But what I want you to understand is that this whole process of rewriting our script, rewriting our life, many of you who are responding to me are telling me how you wish you would have heard this 5 years ago. And, I understand what you mean, because some of the things that you went through in the last 5 years, you could have not experienced them because you would have definitely wrote them out of the script and you would have been able to go ahead and take full control of your life. But I want to let you know, my friends, that I believe nothing happens by mistake. And everybody who's listening to this, you were ordained, and it was definitely a divine appointment that you begin to listen to this. However you found me, however you got connected to me, there's something that I'm saying that you need to hear. There's a connection that was inevitable that needed to be made. And so because that now connection has been made, you are now in the position to take this knowledge and this wisdom and begin to use it to go ahead and readjust and realign and to go ahead and do the great rewrite. I would say I am a conscious creator. Every challenge is an initiation into my higher self. I transform chaos into clarity and pain into power. So listen, I want everybody to listen to this. Life is not happening to you. Life is happening through you. And so sometimes when we look at life, we say, you know what, I've been through a lot. Every time I try to do something, I get knocked down. I try to, do the right thing. It never works out, and you get frustrated with life because you feel like everything is against you. But I want you to know, listen, life is not happening to you. Life is happening through you. Every trial is an alchemical process, transmuting lead into gold, ignorance into wisdom, fear into divine power. The great edit begins when you step into this truth. When you realize that, listen, you have the ability to change the way that your life goes. A lot of us have been through life and we just feel like whatever happens, happens. It's destined for me to be this way. And I want you to know that you have the ability to change and have the life that you want to have. You have that ability. There's nobody that can change that but you. And so I want you to get that. A lot of us have been hurt. A lot of us have been wounded. A lot of us have been through a lot of challenges in life. We've had a rough upcoming. We've been knocked down. We've been bruised. We had to fight. We had to do all kinds of things to make it to where we are in life. And it wasn't easy. It was very difficult. But I always say what doesn't kill you will only make you stronger. And I also say that you never know how powerful your tea bag is until it's placed in hot water. some of you may say, you know, I understand what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but you don't understand. I really went through some things, and I understand that. But I want you to know this. The womb is the place where the light enters you. Let me say that. A lot of you have been wounded and hurt. The womb is the place where the light enters you. So you're looking at it, oh, I've been wounded. But you don't realize that the wound that you received is the place where the light has entered you. Oh, listen, we got to go a little deep today. Challenges in your life, challenges. Challenges, listen, my friends, were not created to paralyze you. You know, when we get into challenges, we get frustrated, we get paralyzed, we get afraid. But you have to realize that those challenges were not created to paralyze you. They were created to make you stronger and to also propel you. So listen, let me say this to you. Somebody listening right now is saying to themselves, I want to be stronger. I'm going to start going to the gym. But guess what? If you're going to get stronger and you're going to start really getting stronger, you have to lift weights. Lifting those weights are a challenge. The more you lift those weights and the more you work with the sequences, guess what? You become stronger because you continue to deal with those challenges over and over again. So they've now made you so strong now. The same thing. Many of you are rewriting your life, right? And you want success. You want financial success. You want health success. You want relationship success. You want all of these things to take place. But you have to realize that in order for those things to take place, it will come with some challenges. It will come with some challenges. And if it comes with those challenges are not there to make you paralyzed or to bring fear, but they're there to make you stronger and to help you get to the position that you have declared yourself that you want to be. Challenges are initiations into higher consciousness. Every challenge is a cosmic invitation to ascend. Let me say that again. Every challenge is a cosmic invitation to ascend. It is a sacred trial placed on your path, designed to strip away illusions and reveal the immortal essence of who you truly are. I want to explain this to you. Light and shadow are not enemies. They are partners in your awaken. Without the shadow of a challenge, the light of transformation cannot shine. I mean, this is good. Listen, I'm not only teaching yourself, I'm preaching to my own self. But I want to say this again. Light and shadow are not enemies. They are partners in your awakening. Without the shadow of a challenge, the light of transformation could not shine. So understand that you need the light, but you also have to understand the significance of having the shadow. You would say this: every challenge I face is a portal to a higher consciousness I step through with courage and clarity. I'll say that again. Every challenge I face is a portal to higher consciousness I step through with courage and clarity. When we look at rewriting our lives and these challenges come into our lives, these obstacles that were not planned, that we were not looking forward to, we have to learn that these obstacles and challenges are there to help us to move into the direction that we want to move into. And so some of you may say, I want to get in a relationship. I want to find my love life. And so there may be some obstacles or challenges that may come into place. Why? Because you have already put into place what kind of person you want. You may put into perspective of the situation that you want to create. And in order for that to happen, these challenges will allow you to move and learn and to bend and to grow and to go through this challenge that once you get out of this, you will look back and say, oh, it was good that I have been afflicted. Or, you know, the challenge really made me stronger. It really opened my eyes to see things. It really got me to a better place, right? What if the pain you experienced wasn't there to harm you, but to initiate you into mastery? Because I believe everybody that's listening to me right now, you are a master. You are the architect of your own destiny. I'll say that again. What if the pain you experienced wasn't there to harm you, but to initiate you into mastery? You are able to reframe every challenge as sacred fuel for transformation. When you suffer heartbreak, you're not being broken. You're being expanded to hold greater love. When you face loss, you're not being punished. You're being invited to release attachment and discover divine abundance. Let me say that again. When you suffer heartbreak, anybody here who's ever suffered heartbreak, you're not being broken. You're being expanded to hold greater love. When you face loss, anybody here who's ever lost a loved one, or anybody who's ever lost a relationship or lost anything in your life, you're not being punished. You're being invited to release attachment and discover divine abundance. I reframe my pain as a pathway to divine power. My challenges are sacred tools for my evolution. I love that. I reframe my pain as a pathway to divine power. My challenges are sacred tools for my evolution. When you begin to understand that challenges are what's going to really get you to the place where you want to go. There's nobody who's been successful. There's nobody who's been considered great, who's been very influential in life, who's gotten to the mountaintop, who has not been through some challenges. I've actually had a conversation this week with a few friends of mine, and we were noticing that it seems like the more famous or the more great a person is, it seems like the more flaws they have. So it's like the greater you are, also are the more flaws that you have. And sometimes you are able to hide those flaws, but when those flaws come out, everybody's in shock because they're like, oh my God, this person was so great and this person was up there, but they're not realizing that these people are human beings. Doesn't matter how great you are, doesn't matter. Everybody has flaws. Everybody has challenges. Everybody has obstacles, right? These obstacles, these challenges will make us stronger, will help us to grow, and really propel us to rewrite our life script. Obstacles do not block the path. They are the path. You know what? I love this. This right here, this I'm going to go back and listen to this after we done, because this right here is on fire for me. The obstacles that you face do not block the path. They are the path. Everything that you're going through to get to where you want to go, the obstacle is the path. It's part of your life story. It's part of your evolution. You're learning how to rewrite. You're learning why? Because guess what? When you go through this and you learn how to do this, and now you begin to become a mentor to somebody else and you get mentees, you're able to go through your experiences and teach them how to rewrite their life. And so you can say, listen, you're going to go through some obstacles. You're going to go through those challenges, but I want you to understand that the obstacles, they're not there to block the path. Those obstacles that you are going to face, they are the path. The first step in transmuting a challenge is discerning its purpose. What is the universe asking you to see? Release or embody? You know, I believe everything in life is a lesson we learn. I always say that, you know, in life, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. Sometimes when you lose, you win, but sometimes when you win, you can also lose, right? But I think that in life, we don't lose, we get lessons. And when we look at how to transmute a challenge, because when a challenge and an obstacle comes our way, we have to change the perception of it. We look at it like, oh my God, here's a challenge, here's an obstacle. Oh my God, how are we going to get past this? This is wrong. This is not happening. I can't believe this is happening to me right now at all the worst times in the world. This has to happen. You know, they say when it rains, it pours. You know, all of those things, right? But when those things in life happens, there is a way of how we to identify and how we are to deal with those things by asking the universe, is this something that I need to release or is this something that I need to embody? Challenges are not random. I believe that they are karmatic signatures encoded into your soul script, designed to awaken the dormant powers within you. I said this earlier. You never know how strong your tea bag is until it's placed in hot water. And so if challenges are karmatic signatures that are encoded in the soul script, designed to awaken dormant powers within us, that means these challenges will allow us to become the better versions of ourselves. I see every challenge as a message from my higher self. I discern its lesson with clarity and wisdom. Yes. See, this whole thing about the rewrite, this is not something that we just do for the rest of the year. This is a lifestyle. We will constantly be rewriting our lives. This is not something that you just write and then you just put it to the side. No, 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 no. You will always be rewriting your life story. Why? Because you're still living. You're still evolving. So this is not something that we just listen to and this is it. This is something that will be ongoing all of our lives. Listen, I see every challenge as a message from my higher self. I discern its lesson with clarity and wisdom. Whenever a challenge and an obstacle comes, I try to figure out, okay, what's the lesson that I need to learn here? What is it that I can get out of this? You know, one of the things that I loved about my father, who has passed away, it's been long gone, he always would find a lesson in everything, no matter if it was good or bad. He always took the good. He always took the lesson out of everything. And with an obstacle, you have to learn how to take the lesson. what part of me is this experience asking to evolve? You know, you start asking questions. What is my lesson in this challenge and this obstacle? What part of me is this experience asking to evolve? What is it that's going to allow me to evolve because of this obstacle or this challenge? You know, I have to ask with what quality is this cultivating within me? What quality is this obstacle or this challenge cultivating in me? Is it patience? Is it cultivating strength? Is it cultivating compassion? What divine quality is this challenge / obstacle cultivating within me? People say all the time, it seems like every time I go 2 steps forward, I get knocked 10 steps back, right? And you keep saying that this keeps happening over and over again. You have to ask yourself the question, what part of me is this experience asking to evolve? What divine quality in this obstacle that I keep getting pushed back is cultivating within me? What's my lesson? Or even better, whenever there's an obstacle or a situation, am I discerning the lesson with clarity and wisdom? Because if you keep, you know what, whatever happened in 2024, I don't want it to happen in 2025. I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. So whatever challenges, whatever obstacles I had, whatever setbacks, or whatever limitations that were presently in 2024, I don't want to go through those same things in 2025. So I'm at a place when I'm rewriting my life script, I have to realize that I need to discern its lesson. I need to discern the lesson with clarity and with wisdom. You are the editor, and I want to tell you about the great edit. When you watch a movie, and you see that the movie has been shot, the director has done the movie, the actors, the production, and the movie is finished. They usually call out check the gate. That's what they usually call when they're done filming. And once they're done filming, the director and also the director of photography and the assistant directors and everybody go into a room and they now begin to edit. So what they do is they take all of the film sequences that they shot, all the scenes, everything, and they begin to edit. They make sure that the sound is great, the quality of the picture. They make sure that the story is being told the way that it's supposed to be. They get into the edit mode. When you move into the edit mode of your life, the first task as an editor in your personal life, as the producer, the author, the director, and the actor of your life, the first task is to remove what does not serve the story, what does not benefit you, what does not help you to move along and progress you. That must be removed from your life story. That means cutting out illusions, attachments, and limiting beliefs. Illusions, attachments, and limiting beliefs. It's easier said than done because many of our illusions, attachments, and limiting beliefs are not physical things. They are things that reside within us. As within, so without. So you have to realize and understand that editing is very important. It's vital because if you're going to, it's going to be very difficult for you to try to rewrite your life and write down certain things that you want to accomplish, but you're still holding on to the opposite of those things within you. Like you can't talk about, that you want to progress and you want to move into a place of limitless life, and you're still having a limited belief, or you're still under the illusion that, you have to ask permission to do things and that you're relying on other people when you have the power in your own hand. You have to be able to edit those things out of your life, because you have to understand that what as within, so without. That's the secret of life. If anybody was to ask you, what is the secret of life? You always tell them, as within, so without. Anything that you want to see in the outside world, you must first have it within. So you got to remove that. Visualize, one of the things I want to tell you about an editor, visualize a pair of divine scissors. See yourself cutting away fear, doubt, shame, any narrative that tells you you're less than infinite. See yourself cutting away the illusion, cutting away the attachments, cutting away the limiting beliefs. Explain to yourself, talk to yourself, and tell yourself that I am editing, I am cutting away these things that no longer benefit me, because I am editing out things that are hindering me from getting to the place that I need to be. Release what no longer resonates with your higher vibration. Release it. Let it go. Remember, the universe anchors stagnation. The universe arbors stagnation. Cutting the old makes way for the new. Cutting the old makes way for the new. So you got to cut the old. You got to get rid of it. Out with the old, in with the new. I release illusions and attachments. I cut away what no longer aligns with my divine path. I cut it away. I get rid of it. That can be friends. It may be some situations, circumstances. Whatever no longer resonates with me, I cut it out. I get rid of it. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. I've always loved that quote. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. Sometime last year, I believe it was last year, we began to start teaching on mental alchemy and how we can change the trajectory of our lives through our mental capacities, and that we were mental alchemists because we can transform our thoughts into real things. Our thoughts become real. In alchemy, the lead of your pain holds the gold of your power. I'll say that again, because in alchemy, a real alchemist is one who can turn lead into gold, right? So listen to this. In alchemy, the lead of your pain holds the gold to your power, of your power. To transmute it, you must shift from victimhood to vision, from resistance to surrender. You have to understand that these challenges and obstacles are not going to make you a victim. You're going to change the shift. You're going to shift out of the perception that I'm a victim into understanding that I'm going to continue to look through my vision. And I'm going to move from resistance to surrender. I'm not going to fight the obstacles. I'm not going to try to overthrow these challenges. I understand that they have come for a reason. My friends, listen to me. If you've not learned anything today, you want to make sure that when we face any obstacles and any challenges in our lives, we come to the place where we say this: I will discern its lessons with clarity and wisdom. That's what we're doing. We're not running away from challenges. We're not running away from obstacles, but we are learning to discern the lessons with clarity and with wisdom. Pain is not your enemy. It is raw energy waiting to be shaped into purpose. The same fire that burns can also forge. When you transform your heartbreak into compassion, you are practicing divine alchemy. When you turn your loss into wisdom, you are welding the great work. I transmute every wound into wisdom, every loss into light, every challenge into divine power. I wanted to teach this today because I didn't want you guys to get sideswapped or get thrown off, that as you're moving and doing a great rewrite, there's things that will come into play that you didn't prepare for. These obstacles, these challenges. But I want you to know that these things were brought into place for a reason. I've always believed this. This is 100% facts. We choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. Yes, we choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. And what happens is we experience them by how we operate. If you're going to operate in a place where you are now, you're rewriting your life. You're rewriting the way that your life unfolds. You're rewriting how things are going to be put into place and how you're going to be able to now deal with rewriting your life script. And if you're going to do that, you got to be able to understand the power of the great edit. Yes, edit is cutting out. Edit is moving things around. Editing is not allowing yourself to move in fear and obstacles. You know, I was a little hurt sometimes. Let me tell you why. When I was shooting music videos in New York City, and I was in a few movies as an extra, there was a couple of scenes that I was very much into. And so when the movie came out, you know, I was telling everybody, like, oh, wait till you see me. I was in this scene. And the scene got edited out. And I was crushed because I was like, you know, man, I really wanted to see myself in this scene. But the director and the editors, they cut that scene out. The scene had no purpose. It had, it wasn't necessary to prolong the story. And the same goes for you. There are situations and circumstances where, yes, you will have to edit out. You will have to take some things out. And some people may be upset, some situations and circumstances, but if it does not prolong or push the story forward or move with your vision, move in your strategy and your understanding of where you're going, then yes, you will have to edit and take it out. And that's just the way life is. Life gives to the giver and takes from the taker. What I want you to do is, at some point this week, I want you to write down one painful experience that you had, one painful experience. And next to it, I want you to write down, has it made you stronger? Has it made you wiser? Or has it made you more compassionate? Yeah, I want you to write down one painful experience. Next to it, I want you to write down, has it made you stronger? Has it made you wiser? Or has it made you more compassionate? Every great edit ends with a cohesive story. You must anchor your new narrative in who you are becoming, not who you have been. Let me say that again. You must anchor your new narrative in who you are becoming, not who you've been. Yes, when you start to edit, you're moving in the direction of what we're becoming, what we're going to be moving towards, what we're going to be moving into, not what I used to be, not what I did in the past. You know, begin to speak your future self into existence. You know, speak they say that death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it will eat the fruit thereof. Which means speak your future self into existence. Words are spells. Your affirmations, listen to this, your affirmations are the ink of your new script. Learn how to speak your future self into existence. I am the alchemist of my life. I transform chaos into clarity and walk boldly into my divine truth. That's just me speaking my future self into existence. I am a conscious creator of my story. I anchor my narrative in love, power, and divine alignment. So these are the ways that I speak my future self into existence. Life is a sacred art form, and you are both the artist and the masterpiece. Every crack, every scar, every trial adds depth to your divine design. You know, in Japan, the Japanese art, there's a Japanese art, it's called kintsugi, and it's broken pottery that is mended with gold, making it beautiful for having been broken. And what happens is, when you look at it, what I got out of it is, when you look at it, it's like your cracks are not flaws. They are where the light of divinity shines through. If you look at some of you have been broken. Some of you have been broken into pieces. But I want you to know that you listening to my voice right now at this moment, at this very present moment, you can write and mend back the broken pieces. You can bring back the broken pieces of your life, bring back the broken pieces of your marriage, bring back the broken pieces of your finances, bring back the broken pieces of your health. You can mend them back together again. And I want you to understand that, yes, it can be done. I am a masterpiece in progress. My scars are sacred, and my journey is divine. Your scars show you what you've been through, that it didn't kill you, but it made you wiser. It made you stronger. Those scars are to me, are signs that showed you where you came from, but also they are there to show those who have come behind you what you've been through and why you are able to be in the position that you're in. Because you were broken pieces, and now you have mended back the broken pieces again. Why? Because you are now rewriting your life script. There's somebody who's listening to me right now, and if you feel like you're broken, and if you feel like your life has been broken into pieces, I want you to know at this moment right now that you can mend back the broken pieces, and you can bring your life back together again. Begin to rewrite your life story at this moment, right here, right now. You can mend back the broken pieces. Listen, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are an entire ocean in one drop. The great poet Rumi would say, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. My friends, the power that you have relies in you. And if you don't know how much power you have, You would not imagine how powerful we are, and we don't know the power that we have, and we have given everybody else power over our own lives, not understanding that we have the power over ourselves. You have the power within you to be, to do, and to have all of your heart's desires. I want you to know right now, the pen is in your hand. The raw material of your life is sacred, and the editor within you is divine. Begin now and edit boldly, create fearlessly, and live as the masterpiece where you were born to be. I am the editor of my divine story. I transform every challenge into a sacred triumph. I am the masterpiece and the creator. You know, one of my favorite quotes when it comes to finding success, finding opportunity, moving in life, going from good to great to greater. I think that, you know, last week we talked about relationships, and, you know, a lot of people were reaching out to me and letting me know about how powerful they believe that session, that lecture was, that teaching was on relationships. And relationships are great. They're everything. And, you know, a lot of times what we live in now, we live in a society where relationships, intimate relationships, love relationships are very vital right now. We see on social media of the relationships and the dramas and all this stuff going on. But I want to say this. In a relationship, I tell people all the time, you meet nobody in this world but you. So whoever you are in a relationship with, that person is a direct resemblance of you. And so a lot of times when we get in these relationships and we find ourselves getting hurt, we believe that love hurt us. But love can never hurt, because love doesn't have a hurting power. The person who you were in a relationship with hurt you, but love can never hurt. But one of the things I want to say to you is this. Your task in life is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all of the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. I'll let that sit with you for a while and think about that this week. Your task in life is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against love. And I want to say this. The great edit is not about erasing the past. It's about revealing the infinite brilliance hidden within every moment. It's about letting the alchemy of transformation begin. Yeah, the editing is not just about erasing everything. It's actually about putting things in proper perspective. Yes, some things need to be removed out because there's things that happen in your past that are stepping stones. There are things, like I said, scars and wounds. Those things you don't get rid of. Why? Because we turn wounds into wisdom, right? We understand that our scars are there to show us about our sacredness, right? And we understand that the broken pieces and also the light that comes to us goes through the wounds, right? Shines through the wounds. So we understand that those wounds, those scars, those broken pieces that we're mended back together again, those are the things that will keep us and guide us and show us that, hey, I've been through some things and I still was able to make it. I was able to change the narrative of my life. I was going down the wrong path. I was always getting in trouble. I was hanging out with the wrong crowd. I was always hanging out with the wrong people. I was getting in trouble. I was not doing what I was supposed to do. But I began to hear this guy named Issacharbey, and he began to show me how to rewrite my life story. And I began to change the narrative of my story, and I began to edit some things out. And as I began to edit some things out, I began to learn how my life began to change. And as my life began to change, I realized that I had the power. I understood the mysteries of the pen, and I understand how powerful the pen was. I understood how powerful it was. And it allowed me to move and to elevate and to grow and to prosper and to get to the place where I am now. And that's what we want. I hope that this lesson today was of a great blessing to you guys. I am forever grateful. We are in the holiday season, and it's amazing. Christmas is my favorite holiday of the season. I love to just see all of the great Christmas movies and Christmas decorations all around. They just lit the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center in New York City the other day, and it's a phenomenal time. I also want to put this out to people. I know that this is also a very difficult time for some people because they don't have a family, they don't have anybody they can talk to. But I want you to know that we here at the Temple of Enlightenment International Spiritual Center, we're here for you. You see my address there. Reach out to me by email. Let me know if you need anything from us. We're here from you. You need somebody to talk to. You want a family to be a part of. You're a part of our family. You're our family, and we want you to know that you're not by yourself. If you need help, whatever it is that you need, reach out to us. Let us talk. Let's see how we can figure it out. Why? Because you're family, and we want you to know that you don't have to be depressed during the Christmas holiday. You don't have to be in a state of demise or a state of confusion or a state of being by yourself in this time, but knowing that, yes, you have a family. You have somebody that cares about you. You have somebody that will check on you. And we want you to know that we're always here. And you can always talk to us. You can always reach out to us at any given time. And we want you to know that we love you. And so love is what love does, right? And we want you to know that. I just very quickly before we leave, those of you that would like to do our circulation, this is a time if those of you want to donate, if you're saying to yourself, hey, these lectures, these teachings every week have been phenomenal. I've really got some good things out of them. This guy's not charging for this information. He's here giving us some great intel, some great golden nuggets. And I can come here every Sunday and just listen anytime I want. If you would like to donate to our ministry, there are 4 ways that you can donate. We're asking everybody to donate $26 to sow that seed of $26. There are 4 ways that you can give. The first way is going to be our Cash App, which is $TOESC. That's $TOESC. The next one that you can do is going to be PayPal and also ZELLE. Those 2 are going to be connected to our email, which is going to be info, INFO, at TOESC.org. Once again, that's going to be info, INFO, at TOESC.org. And the last one is going to be VENMO. Those of you that want to use VENMO, it's going to be issacharbey at gmail.com. That's ISSACHARBEY at gmail.com. And you can also look in the description. It's down below, all of the ways that you can give. Our physical address is down there as well. Anybody that wants to send a check or a money order, you can make it out to the Temple of Enlightenment. You can send it to us. And we are forever grateful. I like to say this one thing. Your destiny is not a matter of chance, but it's a matter of choice. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.